are goods that are fit for purpose under this CISG. And now, without further ado, I'd ask Edgardo to take the floor. Thank you.
So thank you very much for this invitation to this special forum. Thank you, Angelo, and the whole UNCITRAL staff. Indeed, I'm gonna talk about more specific matters regarding the conformity of the goods and how the CISG addresses these matters for a greener trade. When the CISG was enacted in 1980, the traders there offsite weren't thinking much about the process for producing the goods. They didn't care much about how, for example, cotton was planted, how cotton for tissue was grown, how cotton was harvested. They just wanted that cotton looks like cotton and that it smells like cotton and that they can use it to produce other products. And the same is true for avocados. They didn't care that in the growing of avocados, there were some rivers diverted and some draws were caused by this so-called green gold that is the avocado. The same would be true for goods like diamonds from Africa. They were not thinking about this, the traders offside. The saying at that time was, the business of business is business, and they didn't care about ethical considerations affecting the goods. However, probably the people that was already enacting or working on the CISG did think about it, because I am quite surprised how the CISG adapts well to this new reality and these new expectations from consumers. Good supply chain and some products have in the past profited from the fact that there are unsustainable heavens. That there are countries where regulations on environmental protection or sustainability are not the same, are at a lower level, or are not enforced. And many big companies in the past profit from that fact. Many of them have changed the policy because with the new social media, it's more easy to get boycott if consumers know that you are employing children or if you are harming the environment while you produce or outsource the materials for the goods you sell in some jurisdictions. And because of these new expectations, obviously, many companies have incorporated or adhered to code of conducts that we have heard about them, which basically try to tackle the supply of unsustainable goods or of tainted goods. Now, my presentation is obviously on goods under conformity under the CISG and how processes for the goods, how the mechanisms or the method to producing them affect their non-conformity. This is actually something quite, I would say, new in the CISG, because it's only in the last decade probably, or the last 2 decades, that the CISG scholars have focused on whether conformity of the goods to not only relates to physical characteristics, but also to non-physical, ethical characteristics in the goods or greener characteristics of the goods. And the provision within the CISG that addresses this matter is Article 35. We have heard about it. And it addresses it in several levels. The